Hello guys, how are we doing? We are back, and it is time to double jump back into the juicy Kha'Zix. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you're enjoying the festive holiday season. For me personally, I took a break from Kha'Zix because I was just getting sick and tired of the state of League of Legends. I mean, I'm not exaggerating when I say that 80% of my games are just stat check stomps, where some bruiser gets fed and then they roll all over the enemy team. Yeah, that's been my experience with League lately, and quite frankly, I just hate it so much, but hey, we're back now. And I've got a few juicy Kha'Zix games to show you. I have returned to the glorious Hail of Blades Kha'Zix setup, and I really love how it plays in this meta. By far, it's still my favorite build to use, it's not even close. Alright, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. We are so close to 100k subscribers, and I'm looking to try and hit that. So if you like what you see, make sure to drop a sub. And also like the video if you want to support my channel. It really helps me out, and I'd appreciate it very much, guys. But without further ado, let's get into this juicy Hail of Blades Kha'Zix game. Alright guys, let's go! We are back with the Kha'Zix. It's been a while. I decided to take a break because I just was not happy with the way this game was playing. But I'm back, and I'm playing some more Ka, and I'm playing with my favorite build, Hail of Blades, as you do, you know. It's still just the most amazing build in my opinion. I still love Hail of Blades for the early game, and later on, the speed in which you can assassinate, it's gotten me out of so many tricky scenarios that I wouldn't, be able to survive without Hail of Blades. But just the attack speed, beautiful. Anyway, I am just doing a raptor start here because I just want to kind of full clear here, as you do with Kha'Zix. I am playing with Tiltarella, so he's gone ahead and destroyed the Hecarim's raptors a little bit. I think he got the small raptors on the Hecarim, so Hecarim's stuck level 1 until he does his next camp. So very nice for me. Just like that, he's given me a lead, so that's really nice. And yeah, I'm going to be able to just safely full clear without too much worry. Enemy team gets first blood, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can really do right now. I can look bot side for a gank, but it's just a little too, it's just not ideal for me. Xayah is 1 HP, and I have camps to take, so I want to try and get level 4 before I consider doing anything. And because we got that lead level 1 because of Tiltarella, we're going to try and just make use of it, and get our camps while Hecarim is just sort of slowed down a little bit, and that's going to be nice for our tempo. But yeah, I haven't been playing League all too much, just because I'm really sick of this meta. I don't like it. It's very boring, but yeah, it's just not fun, like losing to fed bruises like every game. It's not fun. You rarely see assassins nowadays. There's no assassins on the enemy team. It's just me by my lonesome. Every game, that's how it is. It's just me, the only assassin in the game, fucking fighting for his life, Attack on Titan style. And yeah, it's not a fun experience most of the time, but I'm trying to make it work, as you do. Consume and adapt. That's how Kha'Zix is. Anyway, so I see this Lux really low here. I want to look for a dive, but Caitlyn actually traps the bush, so there's that gone. She's going to return to a lane, so I'm like, okay, I can probably go ahead and take these Krogs. And the reason I'm here, by the way, and the reason I'm able to take his red and Krogs, is because the Hecarim got fucked by Tiltarella, level 1. So this is so good. Just by that small play that he did early game, I am going to take his red and the Krogs, because Hecarim was forced topside due to Mr. Scion Man. And that's awesome. I love that. I don't know, I hear... Oh, okay, hang on. So Hecarim returns to his raptors that have respawned, and he's going to take those away. But I run into him, and he doesn't have flash, I believe. And I'm going to be able to jump and kill him. Unfortunately, I get flashed on, and I am going to go down, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. That's really good for us. We hit level 5 on our first base, and we get the Serrated Dirk and the boots, which is incredible. What I was going to say about Tiltarella, I know a lot of people don't like playing with Tiltarella, mainly because of his playstyle or whatever. Me personally, I don't give a shit. Like, I like Tiltarella personally. I don't really know the guy, but I just want to say, like, my experience with him in solo queue is actually pretty good. I don't know. I think Tiltarella, Scion and Kha'Zix work well. But, you know, that's just me personally. Anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pressure the Hecarim here. And I have the Scion sitting in the bush, probably looking for some cheesy play. He's looking topside to see if we can gank. But I know Hecarim's around here. I should be pinging this, actually. And yeah, we do spot the Hecarim here. I managed to secure his Gromp. Scion misses, which is unfortunate. And he's just going to phase rush out. It is what it is. I do manage to take away his Gromp there, though, which is really good. And now we have a priority for the grubs here. So we should be able to take these grubs pretty reliably. I'm going to walk up as Nico walks up, and I'm going to trap her in isolation. She's going to walk back, though. This is a bit of a misplay. Galio is, like, completely isolated, and he's the only one we can actually kill in that scenario. But Lissandra decides to go onto the Nico, which sucks, because if she went on the Galio there, we just kill him, and we get away. We come away with that with a kill. We come away from that with a kill, but in that scenario, unfortunately, not able to. I'm not actually able to do the grubs here, but I do find a little snipe onto the Nico here. Hecarim has reset and he's walked up yet again. He has nothing to do. He just died, like he just reset and walked straight up. Unfortunately, that's all he could have done. And with that kill onto Nico and Scion still here and Aatrox having prior, we are gonna try and take the grubs here. I couldn't really do it by myself because I was just way too low, but we're going to be able to take those away. Very, very nice. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not a... League has been, you know... League has been not great for me. I think Kha'Zix is still in a decent spot. It's just the fact that, like... You know... the armor nerfs really suck with the state of the meta at the moment. Like... I wouldn't be... I'll be okay if, like, the meta was more one-shot oriented and we had armor, you know, the armor nerfs. I think Kha'Zix would feel a lot better in that regard. But because the armor nerfs are in a bruiser meta, and, like, a meta where extended fights and stat checking is just rampant everywhere, I don't like the armor nerfs, right? Because you can just get clicked on by a bruiser and you just instantly... Like, what can you do? You can't walk up to bruisers nowadays. It's so hard. You have to be extremely careful because he's so damn squishy in the meta right now. But you know, that's why I don't like playing in this meta personally. I just thought I'd put that out there. I've been playing Marvel Rivals a little bit, or quite a bit instead. That game is a banger. Honestly, I would be keen to do a video on it. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna find a kill onto Nico here. Really nice setup by Lissandra in between my camps. And then I'm going to walk down into the jungle here because I knew the Hecarim was here, but he's on Dragon, unfortunately. So there's not really much I can do here, but I want to try something. So I'm going to look to see if I can catch him out here. I do so successfully. This guy is so fast, unfortunately. And I am going to get comboed by Lux here and then fail my leap against the wall. We don't talk about that. We do not talk about that. That's unfortunate. So my... prediction was right. However, I wasn't expecting Lux to be like so close to the Hecarim, so I just didn't react in time. And unfortunately, she comes out of that with a kill, and I just get fuck all, which is a bit tragic. Now, I respawn, and what you might notice is that I've clicked towards the top side enemy jungle. This is just because I knew he was bot side, so I'm gonna just try fuck him up again. Now, this is pretty risky because there is a Galio and a Nico that can collapse very quickly, so there's not really much room to kill him here. So I want to see if I can just contest maybe a camp or something, and I do so successfully. Boom, there is the blue buff. I'm going to be able to steal that away from him. Very nice. And as the Nico comes over, I just immediately leave. There's the random minion. Oh, that's weird. What is the minion doing there? Bizarre. It turns out that Lux is here too, so this is a good decision by me to just completely leave in this scenario. That's a small win right there, right? We managed to get the blue, and then we're just going to nope out, and we've soaked up some pressure. However, I'm going to go for another aggressive play here. You might see I'm pathing down to the river, and this is because I know Lux is returning bot side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and catch her, and I should be correct on this. Yes, I should be correct. Yep, there's the Lux. I managed to find her, but unfortunately, it just doesn't work out, and I get, yeah, that's just unfortunate, man. There's not really much I can say about that other than it's a very aggressive play that has a high chance of going wrong, and that's exactly what happened. It went wrong. Lux didn't appear in the place I wanted her to. Had I, and that's because she took the blast cone, I believe. The reason that play failed is because she took the blast cone and I wasn't able to jump directly on her, and so she can just snare me and run away, which is really unfortunate. But what can you do, you know? I think if she didn't take the blast cone and instead she just walked next to the dragon pit, down into the tri-bush, definitely would have killed her there, but it is what it is. My Xayah is going to go down, and they're going to get the tower, unfortunately. That's just very unlucky. But the great thing here is that they overextend, and these are two very squishy enemies that are very low HP. So I'm going to Q, smite the Lux, get the shutdown on that. I'm going to hob combo the Kaelin using my attack speed with the hob to, you know, apply my passive auto damage, and then we're going to kill her as he tries to outplay me, but it's not going to be enough. Very, very good. Now, this is what I should have... I mean, that play works out, right? Because they overextend, but otherwise it would have been pretty damn bad if they just got the tower and left. So I'm going to do what I should have probably done, like, I don't know, like 2 minutes ago, which is take the camps and then just... I'm going to path up topside while my team is looking to do the grubs here. I'm not skipping... I'm not, like, leaving my camps to just run straight over the grubs here, right? I'm just going to take the camps and then I'm going to run over. I find the Nico here. Fortunately, can't touch her because she just presses W. Lissandra going to go down. This doesn't look very good. I use my leap, I don't have my R, and there's just not much I can do here. Aatrox is in a lot of trouble. Tiltrella forced to back off. Thankfully, we did get 2 grubs, and I get pinged here. I understand why. I get pinged here because he's probably wondering why I didn't just rush over to grubs. But the thing is that people need to understand that junglers need to path, right? If I don't take my camps there, I sacrifice so much just for the sake of getting like a measly grub or 2. It's just not worth it, right? I need to take my camps before I head over there because it is extremely important for my XP gains in doing so. Anyway, I get jumped on by a minion here. Turns out it's Nico. She's gonna fail her combo and she's gonna flash out. And once she flashes, I know I can secure her kill because she's just used everything. And a fight is breaking out. Zion dies, but it's okay. We're going to also pick up another kill on Hecarim, who tries to finish me off, but it's not going to be enough. We have a lot of damage on our Q. You can see, like, in this meta, we still don't struggle with damage under any circumstance, but yeah, we're going to return and take this red buff real quick. We have 3,000 gold now, so we do want to recall and pick up our second item. And our second item is Hubris. I'm still running Hubris second. It is amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. The damage is off the charts when you get that Hubris stack going. It's just truly incredible. And it makes for some very satisfying assassin gameplay. Of course, it's the stat checking item that's really good in this meta, but you know, what can you do? Yeah, much prefer this over Opportunity or Profane second because for one, Profane is just a little tad expensive for a second item. I really feel like with all our damage nerfed in the previous patches, like Hubris is kind of essential to get the one shot in a lot of scenarios, but that's just me personally. Plus the ability haste that has is really, really nice, so I would take Hubris over Opportunity like any day. I feel like Opportunity is not great, but I do think in some scenarios you should still run Profane second. That is like if you really need to farm, etc. Because Profane will speed you up in that regard. So that's going to be something to consider. But for the most part, it's Hubris second for me. I take the dragon and my team is fighting, I don't know why. And I actually managed to loop around here. And I'm going to look to see if I can do anything. I think Galio spotted me, but I think his brain turned off and he just ends up face checking me. I really don't know what he's doing there, not going to lie. But hey, I'm not complaining, I'm going to be able to take a free kill there. I believe I did get spotted as I ran into the enemy jungle, but I'm not sure what happened there. He's just like, I mean, I guess I just paid someone to turn his computer off or some shit because he just ran into me. I don't know what to tell you. Now I noticed the Kaelin Q went through the wall, so these guys are on my Raptors. I want to look for an engage here. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get my orders off, so I'm forced to use my leap. Then I'm going to go on Lux next as I kill the Kaelin, but I get jumped on by the Hecarim and die because I had to use my leap. Really unfortunate, but this is a good play. Enemy team is just like, I don't know what they're doing. That's a massive overextend. And yeah, that's gonna work out. That's a 3 for 2 trade. Not too bad under any circumstance. I get a kill. Can't complain about that. It's okay to die in situations like this. Like, Baron isn't up. The dragon we just took. And I've taken, like... I mean, I do have camps up to take, but it's just not really a big deal in that situation. Like, I'm more than happy to die for that play. And the greatest thing is that because I got kill participation after I died, so I do have the hubris active. I still have this hubris that is going to be very, very good to help me clear faster. That's another great benefit to hubris. It's not just for the one-shots and shit. It's the fact that once you get it, you can return to your camps and just start wailing on them, and you will two-shot your camps, and that in turn speeds you up like crazy. And then we're going to go into the Profane Hydra third, which is going to allow us to speed up even more. But yeah, I'm going to find the Heck Room here. I'm actually going to force out the Galio ult, which is bizarre, very bizarre. I'm just going to leave straight away. But yeah, I'm level 11 now. I have all of my E. And I'm going to use this chance to hit the tower with Lissandra, who's doing a nice job split pushing. We're going to leave after this, although it doesn't look like the enemy team is coming bot side because I just forced them out. Yeah, I'm going to look to go for the Herald, which is a pretty good play. But yeah, like I was saying, once you get the third item of Profane Hydra, I mean, it just like, it feels amazing. You have extreme one-shot capabilities, especially with the Hubris active. And obviously we're running Hail of Blades. Profane Hydra is just nasty in terms of like speeding up the Profane cast time. Anyway, fight's breaking out. TP coming in, gonna ignore that. I'm gonna help my team here. Jump on the Nico, reset, jump onto the Caitlyn next. She tries to get out, but I smite her to stop the teleport, and we're going to pick her up with our isolated Q. Hubris, just as you can see, just completely destroying her in isolation. And that looks to be it. I want to stay around for my team, but it doesn't really look like I'm able to do much here. And unfortunately, Hecarim just speeds right to me and just beelines it for me. Unfortunately, I'm going to go down. Not without killing him, though. I did make a massive mistake there, which is I didn't jump over the wall. If I just jump over the wall, then I'm totally fine. But for some reason, I just chose not to jump over the wall and instead jumped next to him, which I am just like, I don't know what to tell you there. It was just a bad play, but at least we do kill him. And now I make a massive mistake here. I don't know why. Like, I know I was talking about Profane third, and this is just an autopilot moment where I just buy Cerulda's third randomly. Don't do this. You don't need Cerulda's third if they aren't building armor. And in this case, the enemy team is not building armor. So we do not need to buy this Cerulda's third. I don't even buy it, by the way. I had enough gold to buy it, but I don't buy it. I'm so confused with my build this game. I'm so sorry. I just don't know what to tell you. And at that point, yeah, I opened the shop and I realized, what the fuck am I doing? I had Cerulda's and I didn't buy it. And then I realized, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I buying Cerulda's in the first place? I don't know. It's just my mistake. It is what it is. So we're gonna, I guess we're just gonna go ahead and do that. But really, I do recommend just leaving the Cerulda's till 4th, because it's just not valuable enough, in my opinion, to warrant buying it 3rd. You much rather have the Tiamat active and Profane, you know, 3rd. It's just so much better. Anyway, I'm gonna find a very nice pick. Hob combo the Lux, EQ auto attack, W auto attack. She's gonna go down. And then Nico all-ins the Scion for some reason. I don't really know why. It would have been a good play if I wasn't around, but obviously no respectful vision whatsoever in that scenario. And so we're going to come away with a double kill there, and then we're going to pick up our Hex Deck Dragon. I think this is the 3rd dragon, I'm not sure. This looks like a really, really nice pick. Hecarim is getting chain CC'd to death. He can't move. Gonna go down to the Sandra. Galio comes in. He's going to go down as well. And look, the enemy team is just massively throwing for no reason, and that's what happens in solo queue, I guess. I'm not being like old me. If I was being really like strict about the quality of my games, I'd probably not upload this game because honestly, like, it's not the perfect game, right? There's a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that I feel like is just stupid in this game. Like the way I'm playing as well, not great, not the greatest I could be playing, but the reality is that I can't really be picky in this meta because a lot of my games are just stomps anyway. So I thought this was pretty entertaining to upload at the least, so I hope you guys are enjoying it. I don't know. I can't be too picky, guys. Not in this meta. I can't. My time is very limited, and I gotta make do with the games I have. But yeah. Now I recall after that, I'm going to path from bot to top and take these bot side camps, and then I'm gonna walk up towards Baron, which is where we want to play. We want to try and look for the Baron in this scenario, and it's not really the greatest time to do it now, but we still want to play ideally with the Scion and just look for picks around this area, and maybe we can open up a Baron opportunity there. We have QE evolved, so QE 3 items like and Tiamat. We do have some very good one-shot potential into the squishies, so I will try and, you know, well, try kill them basically. But again, like, these guys make a massive mistake, and they decide to go bot side when Baron's up. Everyone goes bot side, and then that's our cue to just completely force this shit, and we're gonna be able to take that away. Boom, easy peasy, take that shit away. And then I'm gonna enter the jungle, see if I can snag anything here. Manage to find the Gromp, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Boom, and then just jump out, because obviously we have no vision, and the Galio was there, so just need to leave. Gotta be extremely careful of CC and getting jumped on by bruises. That's the main threat to Kha'Zix in this meta. You know, just getting wailed on by CC and stat check, but yeah, I guess that's kind of how it's always been. I mean, Kha'Zix has always struggled. Well, Assassin Kha'Zix has always struggled into the very beefy characters, but yeah. Anyway, this looks good. Why aren't I pressing R? No one knows. Okay, finally do it. It's a little late. I managed to get the Lux with my Hob combo, but unfortunately I'm going to die to Storm Surge. I think I just hesitated for way too long there, and because of that, Lux was able to unisolate, and I spent way too long participating in that kill, so that's enough time for Nico to come along and shut me down, just like that. Very unfortunate, but, you know, to be fair, I'm still warming up, guys. Like, this is my warm-up game. And my team is going to make a good play here and push with the Baron buff bot side. This is good. We got the pick, so it's like, can't complain about that. 1 for 1, not too bad. And my team in the meantime is going to try and open up the base. It's not looking too good. These guys are dropping really low. The Sandra's going to go down. Zaya is on 1 HP. Scion is going to sacrifice himself, take the tower, and yeah, everyone just kind of gets wiped here. And it's just Aatrox left standing, and unfortunately I'm dead, so I can't help but just watch from the sidelines as my team gets hunted down like dogs. And that's why you want to try and not die, right? The biggest mistakes I've made this game is making risky plays that result in me dying, and that has significantly slowed me down, right? I'm only 160 CS at 23 minutes. I could actually have way more CS. I could have less deaths, and I could be level 16 right now. However, because I have just thrown away my life in a lot of these cases, I'm not at the level that I want to be in this scenario. Even though level 15 is really, really good here, I could actually be way further ahead and just have completely taken over this game. And that's why when people ask me, like, what do I improve on? What should I improve on with Kha'Zix? The thing I always say is to stop dying, because when you don't die, you're on the map for longer. And when you're on the map for longer, you accumulate much more golden experience than usual. Anyway, look, 24 minutes, level 16, here I am. Finally hit it. Could have been a little earlier, but that's okay. Like, 24 minutes is a good time to hit this power spike. Get jumped on by Hecarim here, and I'm also going to get Caitlyn ulted, Lux ulted too. I'm actually going to use my R just in case I take too much damage there. Wasn't really sure if I'd survive that, so I'm going to ult just at the last second to get away from the Lux ult, just in case I die. Which is not ideal, of course, but what can you do? Rather not die. And we're going to start the dragon here. Pretty good position. Enemy team can't really hard engage with their comp, so we're just going to wail on the dragon here. There's nothing they can do. Shouldn't even be contesting this. They're just kind of dancing back and forth in front of the dragon, and there's nothing they can do. So I'm going to use this extra chance, or extra time that I have to take some minions. Going to go ahead and take that. Are the Krogs up? No, they're not. Okay, instantly recall. Any more time spent here is just a waste. I'm going to find my Profane Hydra in the store here. Boom. Get that shit. And then we're going to build into our last item, which is Edge of Night. Which is obviously going to keep us safe, especially against the CC. That's going to be incredible. Once I hit that, it's kind of GG. There's nothing they can do. And it's already kind of getting to that point where I'm just becoming unstoppable. But, you know. Alright, I see Hecarim topside here. Unfortunately, Galio's here with him, which I was not expecting, to be honest. So I'm just going to have to disengage here with my ult. Not really ideal, but, you know, sometimes the enemy team just mindlessly walks into the jungle and there's nothing you can do about it, so have to leave there. I don't want to go anywhere near the Galio, right? I do not want to get taunted, because once I get taunted, I'm basically just dead if his team is around. So do not want to be anywhere near him. Right, our focus is the bot lane, which is super squishy, and also the Hecarim and the Nico. The Hecarim is surprisingly squishy, right? He doesn't have much defense, so I'm gonna look for an opportunity here. I want to jump on Lux there because I knew she used a snare, but I figured it's just too risky. And so this is the point in the game where I've started warming up, right? And I'm making more responsible decisions, like not jumping in that scenario. Like, we obviously don't want to do that because it's just way too it's way too RNG, you know. We have no idea whether or not she has sums or whatever, so I'm not gonna take that play. Now this, on the other hand, is a good play. She is by herself. Nico's by herself here. I'm gonna jump over the wall and start R'ing. I don't know why I just followed the clone. I very well knew that was the clone, but it's fine. It's gonna work out. We're gonna trap the Nico here. Unfortunately, we get Giga followed up here, but I find the Lux in isolation. My Q cancels like 5,000 times, so it's gonna be a very awkward kill, but I'm gonna kill her, reset, jump out, and then get into the portal and teleport away. Somehow I managed to get out of that. Oh my god, it's the worst feeling. It seriously is the worst feeling when you lose the cast on your Q because you lose vision of the target. It's so annoying. Oh my god, I can't tell you. It's the most frustrating thing ever. But, you know, thankfully it works out. Fortunately, Aatrox dies, but that's okay. At least we survived. I'm sorry, Aatrox, but we are at a massive spike here. I get the serrated Dirk, and I also buy an elixir. This is something that you can do that if you are thinking of pushing a lead, and that's exactly what I plan on doing here since the Baron is up. This looks amazing. I want to jump on the, well, ideally want to get the Galio here, but I have better plans. Look at that. EQ auto attack instantly dies. I have Hubris and an elixir active. You are not surviving, mate. You're going to go down, pick up the Caitlyn. My team picks up the Galio. I find a good chance to go on the Lux here. I saw her on the minimap. She was out of position. And then I'm also going to reset Profane onto the Nico, get the kill. And just like that, the game is over. We've fucked them completely. There's nothing they can do in this scenario. They're not going to be able to come back from this. And I guess that's like the strength of the elixir buff, right? Like, just making sure that you have enough damage to completely blow someone out of the water. That's the strength of the elixir. Elixir buy later on into the game, especially when you have Hubris active. Like, my goodness, you're gonna be just annihilating people, as you saw just then. But yeah, there's not really much else to talk about. We're gonna pick up Edge of Night, and then we're going to run down and start pushing the lanes. And that's basically gonna be the game, guys. I know I took a bit of a break, so I'm sorry, but the reality is that I just can't force myself to play this game if I'm not enjoying it. I still love Kha'Zix, don't get me wrong, but it's just really hard to make content nowadays for you know, for my videos, and especially like in OCE, very hard. But yeah, last fight, we're going to actually not be able to contribute too much here. We just get chain CC'd, unfortunately, even through the Edge of Night. So Hecarim Galio gonna go down. I'm gonna find the Nico here. Just gonna give her an auto attack. She's gonna go down. And then my team is going to pick up the Lux. That's going to be a nice clean ace. And yeah, that's going to be the game. I hope you guys have a nice Christmas. Have a happy New Year. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.